Good afternoon, class. So my name is ZACHARY ONUH. So today we are going to get into our lab 3, where we're going to discuss or do our first in our hack. That is first hack part 1. On this, we're going to talk about vulnerability analysis and penetration testing using Lab3's VM. And our target is 192.168.1.101 using Kali Linux attacker. So talking about ethical hacking and penetration testing on that cybersecurity program. And one of our tools is the mmap 7.94. So the first slice is our lab environment and network setup. Where we have the Kali Linux attacking or attacker machine with the IP 192.168.1.105/24. Our target Lab3's VM is assigned with the same with an IP of 192.168.1.101. Both machines share the same IP subnet 192.168.1.0/24 subnet. Then the peak test to 8.8.8.8 confirmed at 0 pocket loss throughout. Using the visual bus NAT network bridge both VMs successfully. The connectivity verified before recognize scan began. So you have to verify the connectivity using the recognize scans. So the next slide is talking about the enumeration of footprinting using the mmap pin scan. Then the output of the scan. The command mmap ping 192.168.1.101 skips host discovery steps. We scan. The scan revealed 12 open ports on the Lab3's target machine. Port 21 runs VS FTPD 2.3.4 allowing anonymous FTP login access. Then port 80 runs Apache HTTPD 2.2.2 on a Fedora Linux system. Then the Samba SMBD 3.s.4.s detected on port 139 and 445. Port 2049 runs NFS and 1524 shows a suspicious bandshare service. So additional mmap commands 3 extra scans using the service version detection OS fingerprinting scan aggressive full scan. That's the mmap-a.t4. So the mmap SV reveals service banners helpful for CVE lockups. The mmap 0 uses the TCP/IP stack thread to gauge the operating system. Mmap-A-T4 runs scripts, OS detection, and tracer route together. The SMB discovery shows server work up set up to my group on the host. FTP anonymous logins allow a critical misconfiguration found in an ALE, and multiple scan types increase reliability findings. So the flaw in hypothesis predicts vulnerability from service version data, which is what is on the left side. The HYP-01 Apache 2.2.8 likely has the CVE 2007-4559 directory transversal. Then other network shares. Vulnerability map of Lab3's VM system. So the vulnerability mapping links ports, services, and known exploits visually. Apache on port 80 maps directly to CVE 2007-4559 directory transverse. The SMB on port 139/445 maps to non-session CVE 2005-0200 exploit. MySQL on 3306 enables privilege escalation via root credentials. Flaws. Critical parts, SMB share access enables full privilege escalation chain. Vulnerability map guides prioritize exploitation during penetration test. The CVE 2007-4559 enables reading sensitive system files on Apache server. Unrestricted directory listing is the root cause of Apache server flaw. The CVE 2005-0200 allows full unauthenticated SMB share enumeration access. Then the cyber non-session is caused by default share expulsion without authorization. Both CVE remains exploited due to lack of system Apache or system path management. Attackers can chain these flaws for full system compromise remotely. Root cause analysis of discovered flaws. All services run outdated versions lacking critical security patches. Apache flaw root in unrestricted directory listing being enabled. Open SSH weak DH groups expose sessions to man in the middle attack. Samba non-sessions system from default share config not being handled. The MySQL weak permissions allow root level database privilege escalation. Lack of hardened config and patch cycles increases total system risk. The key commands used in this assignment, that's the mmap, pin 192.168.1.101. Skip pin force card or 12 open pause. mmap -sv 192.168.1.101. Detect EXA service versions for CVE matching. mmap at 192.168.1.101 fingerprint the operating system as Linux kernel 2.6-5.15 range. Then mmap -T4 192.168.1.101 aggressive, uses the aggressive scan scripts operating system tracer root combine. Then the other two commands using the mmap. In our conclusion and remediation recommendations, Lab3 runs severely outdated services with multiple critical CVEs. Immediate patch management is required across all running services. That is level 3, high risk. Then the level 2, medium risk, anonymous FTP login and SMB non-sessions must be disabled now. Least privilege principle should be enforced for all service accounts. Then firewall rules and IDS deployment will reduce future attack surface. The fifth plus further regular penetration testing ensures continued security posture review.